Jimmy Dore. It sounds like Jimmy doesn't need any further introduction. He's the star of several Comedy Central specials, author of Your Country Is Just Not That Into You, the host of the Jimmy Dore Show. His show is broadcast on KPFK Los Angeles and other Pacifica Radio Network. In 2016, the Jimmy Dore Show added video to the format and now boasts over 365,000 subscribers and over 120 million views. The show provides a stage for dialogue on the progressive issues of our times. The Jimmy Dore Show reaches a broad progressive audience and is an invaluable component in building a progressive alliance.
Hi everybody, thank you very much. I hope, is it okay if I tell a little story before I start talking about progressive politics? Because I love getting out to meet people. You know, I was a nightclub comedian, I still am. And that's what I miss about doing the work I'm doing now. It's always in a studio, it's very, sterile. And so I like meeting people, and you never know what people are going to say. And I was doing one of these things about a year ago, and this couple came up, and they're real nice. And I said, hey, what do you do for fun around here? And they go, we're swingers. And I was like, you mean? No. They go, we like to have sex with other people. And we want to know if you want to have sex with us. And I was like, you want me to have sex with both of you? They go, yeah. I was like, okay.
Twist my arm.
I mean, they bought a CD. I don't want to be a dick. And they were nice guys. The point is. And, as a nightclub comedian, I like to make fun of the powerful, and now that we have Donald Trump in office, as soon as he says something stupid, man, I am going to make fun of him. He better watch out. As soon as he does something crazy, I am going to nail his ass. I'm waiting. It's going to happen. Sooner or later, he will say something stupid. I pounce on him. But until then, I'm just going to make fun of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi.
Thank you.
I have one Donald Trump joke. Because I don't spend much time, focusing on the symptom of the problem, right? Which is what Donald Trump is.
Right.
I'd rather focus on the cause of Donald Trump,
which
is a system that threw working people overboard 40 fucking years ago, right? So the one Donald Trump joke, because I do like to listen to his speeches, Donald Trump speeches. I do, because every once in a while I'm in the mood to watch a Hitler documentary. But I want to hear it narrated by Gary Busey. All right, so, talking about progressive alliances, you know how many, my friend Nick Brana reminded me, do you know how many corporate Democrats, because Bernie had the 2016 campaign, it showed everybody how there's progressives all over the country filling stadiums for him, and he didn't take corporate money. I just forgot the point of what I was just going to say. But
how many candidates?
Say it again?
Your good friend Nick Brana. You were talking.
Oh, my good friend Nick Brana. Yeah, that's right. And you know how many corporate Democrats have been successfully primaried by the? So we have Justice Democrats. We have Our Revolution, DSA. You know how many corporate Democrats have been successfully primaried so
No,
far?
No.
3.
One.
1.
Crowley?
One, Joe Crowley. One.
He's still on the ballot.
So this goddamn revolution is not taking place, okay? And most of the places that those Justice Democrats and where they're winning primaries is in primarily red districts, which means they're not going to get in Congress. So this isn't. So what do you get? So this whole idea of that, the Democrats look at progressives as if they're the left wing of the Democratic Party, and we are not. I'm not the left wing of the Democratic Party. And, I voted Green in 2016, and I will vote for, a Green New Deal happily again. And so when you see a bombing that kills 50 kids in Yemen, I'm not a part of that, right? And so all those assholes who wag their finger at progressives and environmentalists and activists and actresses, they're complicit in that, and I'm not complicit in that. So, am I paying my taxes? I will say yes while I'm on camera.
Yeah. Well, of course you do.
It's nothing shows, is a better example of this, more emblematic of this problem of Democrats thinking that the progressives are the left wing of the Democratic Party and somehow we owe their vote. It says that the Ohio 12th District had a special election a couple weeks ago, and Danny O'Sullivan was the Democratic candidate. And he ran, I don't know if you have seen his commercials, but he ran as a Republican. He had a Trump voter narrating saying, I'm a Trump voter and I'm voting for Danny O'Sullivan because he's just like Kasich. And I like Kasich, and Danny's just like Kasich, and they don't care about party labels. Like, holy shit, that's what they were offering people, and the guy lost by a couple of hundred votes. He lost by 600 or 700 votes. And and then all the celebrities were beating up on people who voted Green, calling them literally Russians. Alyssa Milano tweeted out, why would anyone vote Green in the 12th District in Ohio when there's so much at stake? When there's so much at stake, how about because they were both Republicans? That's why someone would vote for a Green Party. And how about the Green Party actually isn't a part of the Democratic Party? I don't know if Democrats know that. The Greens are a whole different fucking party. Yeah, so they get to run. They don't have to ask permission from celebrities or fucking Rachel Maddow or anybody else or their attendant. They get to run, okay? And because the Democratic Party ain't changing, all right? This idea that Bernie's going to change the Democrats, what's actually happening is the Democrats are changing Bernie.
Yes.
Okay? So that's what's happening. He's already watered down his Medicare for All bill. He's not endorsing independent candidates. He just endorsed 8 candidates in Florida. Now, one of them are primarying a corporate Democrat, and he didn't endorse Tim Canova, who's going against Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who cheated him in 2016. So that's the way it goes. So we really need, as progressives, to get a third party going. And that's what I think this Progressive Alliance can help do. After Bernie Sanders bowed out and endorsed Hillary Clinton at the convention, a convention where they wouldn't let a grassroots activist, a woman of color named Nina Turner speak, but they did invite a billionaire who instituted the racist stop and frisk policy in New York City. He was invited with open arms onto that stage, and but she wasn't. It is messed up, right? So my point is, we got to get them. After Bernie did that, Hillary Clinton didn't reach out to progressives. She stuck a thumb in our eye. She had sound cannons on us at the convention, shut us down, turned the lights off, took our credentials away. I did something.
She did that too.
And what happened? She didn't pick Bernie Sanders to be her vice president, which would have guaranteed her the presidency and would have guaranteed a defeat of Trump. She didn't do that. Why? Because they'd rather lose to Donald Trump than win with a progressive. Because the donors are the same. They're the exact same people. And you know what? Bernie Sanders probably won't do that next war. But Hillary Clinton will, and so will Donald Trump, and so will Al Gore, and so will fucking Joe Biden, and any other corporatist will do the next war. And just remember, all wars are bullshit. All wars are bullshit.
Yeah, Jimmy.
All wars are bullshit. All bullshit.
They're all illegal as well.
Say it again? again?
They're illegal, every single war we're in. 9 wars, they're all illegal.
I agree with you. So I just think as a progressive, I'm saying that we don't go after Democrats. I say we go after suburban Republicans, and for every Democrat we lose, we will pick up 2 or 3 suburban Republicans, and you can repeat that in Ohio and in Michigan, and oh no, I'm sorry, that's Chuck Schumer's line. Anyway, I thought someone was going to stop me. Everybody's like, well, that's a little crazy. Well, you know what is crazy? Is that there's a lot of people on the right who share our anti-war sentiments, right?
Absolutely.
And they do not want us to get together with the people on the right,
right.
who are anti-war.
That is right.
That is, I've seen that happen, and they'll split us up any way they can. And so they're afraid of us. The establishment is afraid of progressives, right? And that's why they don't endorse ranked choice voting. Because if they were really afraid and pissed off at spoiler votes, they would all endorse ranked choice voting, which gets rid of the spoiler effect. But they don't do that because they want to have someone to blame when they lose again. When Daniel O'Connor runs in the 12th District of Ohio, and he runs as a Republican, and 70% of the district doesn't show up, he couldn't even excite another 1,000 Democrats to show up so he could win in that district. So that's what we got to stop. We got to stop this bullshit of Democrats being Republicans, and we need a second party. That's what we really need, a second party. And I wish Bernie would be fighting for a second party, because that's what we need. We have 2 wings of the same corporatist military-industrial complex party, and we've got to fight against it as progressives. And I'll help you do it.
Jimmy!